I'm Punk Rock Kelly with the Dirty Reggae Punks. I play guitar and sing.
I'm Nagel, I play bass.
I'm Missy Mars.
You fuck, what?
Yes. I'm the ornamental noise maker and light catcher.
Cool. I'm Al, I play drums.
I'm Amanda. I'm the ukulele and sing-alonger.
Yeah, I've always been around music. My dad was a bass player in a rock and roll band when I was a kid, and before I could even walk, I was trying to drag cable bags from the practice space to the car to help him load up. He taught me at a young age when he bought me my first instrument that music holds us together from the inside. So I've been playing ever since I was about 6 or 7. I tattooed bass strings as tendons on my hand because that's how I work, that's how I make things. So it was pretty easy to get into, and then later on in life I ended up meeting Bill Manspeaker and joining Green Jello, and he showed me the ropes of the road. Mentoring under him has been what put DRP here in Roswell with Live and Amplified today.
Love you, Uncle Bill.
It's very organic. We don't like to put ourselves in any box or genre. We just like, when people ask me what kind of music Dirty Reggae Punks play, I typically just say feel good music because we write whatever makes us feel good. And it doesn't really matter what style it is, we make it our own. Just blending influence, blending a little bit of everything, trying to give a show that anyone can relate to sitting in the crowd. Being a touring band, we go through a lot of places with strangers and we have to relate to them somehow. And so we put together an eclectic variety of ways to relate with our audience.
Kind of helps blend the music scenes together too, and like, you know,
unity in the communities. This song is off our new EP. It's called Too Late. It's our shout out to stomp out heroin and addiction in communities, especially music communities that we tour through, so we don't lose any more friends.
Somebody make them take a nap and eat a sandwich. It's time to sober up, sit down, shut up, listen to a script. A lot of people out there getting sick of all of it. You might want to smoke a doobie and try to sip before it's when all the people saying you know you're too hot. When your family started praying, when the neighbors they are peeking, you know you're too hot. When the forces come a seeking, all the people out there shooting heroin. Part of history makes you think you could win. Battles against evil that's been lost before by every single person that ever opened them doors. Make their loved ones suffer when they take too much or burn themselves with cigarettes. Or they pass out on the couch and now it's when all the people saying you know you're too hot. When your family started praying, when the neighbors they are peeking, you know you're too hot. When the forces come a seeking, when the police come and raiding, you know you're too hot. Bring it on the floor, they saying. When you're on your way to prison, you know you're too hot. Cause everybody's snitching. When your mother, she is crying, trying and know you're too high. When a stranger finds you dying.
I got the experience to meet Bill at the Warped Tour in 2011, and I ended up booking him for a show in my hometown for a fundraiser. And he said, "Great, I'll send you the set list." And I said, "What?" And he said, "Yeah, you're in the band." And you know, I picked him up from the airport for that show, and I started doing shows with him from there on out. And he showed me a lot about stage presence and you know, crowd control, props. Green Jello is famous for their interactive props, and taught me how to make the puppets that we use in our show as well. We just put our own style of music to something he taught me for entertainment. We just go out there to give people something that gives them a release from their everyday life. We let them cut loose and be part of the show. You know, that's one thing he taught me, is that everyone can be part of the show, and we can all have a good time without it being too serious.
That's just it. Don't take yourself too seriously. I think that's one of the biggest things that Bill
Yeah.
has really impressed, is don't take it too seriously. Have fun. If you're not doing that, then what's the point?
Yeah.
And if you can get other people having fun with you, then it just vibes back and forth and it becomes an even better show.
The smiles we get from the shows are priceless, and you know, he showed me how to reach out to people and get those smiles. It goes back to my mentor, Bill Manspeaker. The guy has taught me so much, and one of the first things he taught me is that I have the power to do it all. I just have to get up and do it. And he showed me that, you know, chasing your dream isn't something that you just do your whole life. You chase your dream, you catch it, you accomplish it, and then you chase another one, and you catch that one and accomplish it.
Keep dreaming, keep going.
And yeah, the sky's the limit. There's really nothing you can't do as long as you want it bad enough and work hard enough for it. I love being able to go out and shake people's hands, sell them a t-shirt that I made myself, or you know, a song that I wrote. The DIY community is really tight-knit and bonded, and there's a lot of love from all sorts of the places that we go to, and I just don't like people telling me what to do. I mean, ask Missy. This song is called Brown Seed. It's the first reggae song Dirty Reggae Punx ever came up with, and it was on our first album, Throb in the Woods.
roots in the ground, a little sun, and a little bit of water. And the seed is colored brown, it falls down to the dirt, consumed by the earth at the end of the season, always proves its worth. Summer walks in a field of green, and all your troubles disappear. Life becomes serene, help from bees. Nature's making sticky leaves, everything smells so fresh and green in a summer breeze with brown seed. Some green trees, everything that you need blossom from that little seed of green trees. Harvest it today, now it won't be long till your troubles go away. Green trees feel the fruits of your labor. About another week now, you'll finally hit the payload, send them out. With a package real pretty in the dark, ghosts in shadow, so nobody ever sees you. Not a mafia don or a dirty little hippie, just a broke-ass dude trying to make another 50, feed the kids, pay the rent. Destruction on the downside, cause everywhere I turn, people are hungry, they're unemployed, big farming keeps them down. Stuffs a pill down their throat every time they start to frown. Summer fighters how they need to stay, so they listen and agree to what these politicians have to say. The rich get richer, and y'all know about the poor. Doesn't even matter, it will always be the score till we break on through to the other side. United, come together, push to legalize green trees. Put a brown seed, put it in the dirt, add a little water so you can watch it work. A brown seed, but it's making some green trees, everything that you need blossom from that little seed with brown seed.
What's your guys' creative process kind of like when you sit down?
Well, I smoke 2 joints in the morning, I smoke 2 joints at night, I smoke 2 joints before I sit down and write.
And every 10,000 points.
Yeah, there's really not any science to it. Sometimes the song comes with morning doobie and coffee. There's one song that, I woke up at 4 a.m. and I couldn't sleep, and I had this medley, just this tune stuck in my head, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and just got up and I wrote some stuff down, and I went back to bed. The next day it was a song. Sometimes people give me funny ideas, and we just we just sit down
ideas off of each other
and put our heads together. It's usually a quick process. We don't spend a lot of time writing. We spend a lot of time sorting out the structure of the songs, but as far as the creative process goes, we let it just come naturally.
You guys just recorded and released an EP?
Yeah, we just put out a new EP, the Smoke Sessions EP. We released it about 2 weeks ago in Modesto, California for the first time. We got out of the studio just a few months ago. We had wrote the EP well over a year ago, and we had been touring so much we just didn't have any time to get into the studio. And so last fall, we had just a brief little member change out. The Zombie Raccoon picked off another one, and so we regrouped and took a little break, hit the studio, and just started prepping for putting the EP out before this Nation Domination tour we're on right now. We've had an interesting start to the tour. You know,
Beautiful misadventures on
yeah, it hasn't all been bad. Let's just start by saying that.
It's actually all buffed out in the positive.
Yeah, it's all worked out. But when we got to California, of course, we were sleeping in our van, and there was an incident near where we were sleeping, and one of the cops shattered the window in our van and tried to blame it on the foam covered in duct tape that had rode back there for 40 hours on the way to California, no problem. And so
half the gear is in the house. There was no way.
Moral of the story is there was nothing we could do about it, and we just had to get the window fixed and move on. And we had a hell of a kickoff show in Modesto. It was a good time. And then we went down to Hollywood and played there. And when we left Hollywood, our van started having problems, and we lost our van. Had to cancel a couple of shows, which was very unfortunate. We're gonna make up everything that we can down the road here, but we ended up having to get a new van.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Yeah, we spent about 2.5 days in the parking lot in Rancho Cucamonga.
It's really fun to see.
And we bought a new van, and we're back on the road. One of the things that I pride this band on is that we will do what it takes to get the music out to the fans. We have a lot of fans all over the country, and we don't ask them for crowdfunding. There was no GoFundMe. There was nothing. It's our job to get to them. It's their job to come have a good time with us, and that's it.
Another man was shot today with a rich because of power of fear. It's been bred there for many years.
Raising common sense to disabuse.
All lives matter, people say. Yes, some of those people
Still are spreading hate.
other people will still rally for the change, promoting love and peace.
Out in the same streets, all these violent tendencies must cease. If we're gonna see the change, should wash the blood from these streets. Violent tendencies must cease. If we're gonna see the change, then wash the blood from these streets. Change, wash the blood from these streets. See the change and wash the blood from these streets.
Thinking about the lives in a room caused by all this impending doom. They're breaking up the unity, forcing a wedge in communities, pushing their visions and policies with divide and separate strategies. Media's there in between, advising opinions and intervene, keeping the realities unseen, telling us what we should believe. Wash your brain, scrub till it's clean. Good, now go, rinse, repeat. Time to bring the balance with the scene. Which direction will you lead? Some will join the side with me, while others rise up against the machine. Another man was shot today with a rich because of power of fear. It's been bred there for many years.
Placing common sense to disabuse.
All lives matter, people say. Yes, some of those people,
Still spreading hate.
other people will still rally for the change, promoting love and peace.
Out in the same streets, all these violent tendencies must cease. If we're gonna see the change, should wash the blood from these streets.
life that's 5 multiplied by been broken aside. Violence spreads, no more are dead, but I cannot help but shake my head. Lifestyle equal headlines scanned and posted, but seemingly left unread. People spit more fire while some kind words go unsaid. We cannot put out the fire with fire, you have to calm its heart. Rising up in a wave of change seems like a place to start. So join me here trying to heal these wounds before the darkness fully consumes. Wise wookie words that just struck me deeper. The hurt, people will always hurt people.
And you guys got your puppets back over here.
Yep.
Why did you start incorporating that into your?
Again, that was Bill Mansby.
Yeah,
That was from Jello.
Punk rock puppet shows are hilarious.
Yeah, you know,
The band.
I started making puppets with Bill for Green Jello. He taught me how early on, and I made a few for when I was touring with his band, and then I just kept making them. They were so fun to make, and everybody had such a good time. And so the first one I made was the zombie raccoon to go with our song that my kids wrote, and you know, it went from there. It was the zombie raccoon, and then Dirty Reggie, our mascot, and then I made the Angry Bird driving in the van between Iowa and Kansas City, Des Moines, Iowa and Kansas City. I made it in the front seat of the van on a tour, just to start adding to the collection. And then Al sat me down and commissioned me to make Hogshot, the pig puppet. And from there, I made the PBR can, which was something I just kind of set out to see how big I could get it. How good could I make a full body suit out of duct tape and old couch cushions that nobody wants anymore. And I did, and that was the prize piece. But then Jamonkey Mon came after that, and I made a Mega Man helmet on this tour for Al. I commissioned a few puppets for other people along the way. I've done a Jack Skellington for a guy in Illinois, my homie Darren, and then the Raven Inn in Baltimore, Maryland. They got a Misbehaving Raven from me. And so I've made lots of puppets. People love them. They bought them off me. They've tried to steal ours. I've had a few of them.
Which is a compliment. That's great.
Yeah.
Take mine.
Yeah. But they're family, so please don't steal our puppets. Just play with them and bring them back.
Where can people find you on social media and all that fun shit?
Social media, the first place to start is our website, dirtyreggaepunx.com. You go there, and that is linked to all of our social media. But we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Snapchat. I mean, it's an epidemic. If you name it, we're probably on it, and I just don't know about it.